This has been out for like a week or so, but I've been wanting to talk about it. I'm very excited about this band putting out new music. I listen to them here and there. I've talked about them before. They're kind of like if Tsunami sort of got their shit together. Now, got their shit together is not the right term, but they feel like they're Tsunami's dad. Like if you listen to a band like Tsunami, they definitely feel like the kids stole the keys to the car, and they stole the keys to the fucking car, and they're driving to the mall, and they're putting everything on dad's credit card and shit like that. And Speed seems like the band who they go, where the fuck? Oh, God damn it, Tsunami took my credit card. But Speed can still fucking party and go hard in this and that. But they seem like a more mature Tsunami. And I always like that about them because I fuck with Tsunami pretty hard. But I haven't listened to Speed enough. But at the same time, I'm very excited to see them come out with new music. It's funny. I'm not like a hardcore Speed listener. Like, I've listened to them. I've realized I like them. But I don't go back to them as much as I maybe should. But at the same time, I did get hit with when they did that Nike ad. It completely affected me in the way that they wanted it to affect me, and I bought the shoes. And I gotta be honest, they're good fucking shoes. I did get a pair though where on the on the left shoe, in the front right of the left shoe, the toe box is a little tight, but I've been working it with my big toe and I'm loosening it up. So, I may have just gotten a bad left shoe, but it seems fixable. But besides that, Speed, you put your name behind a good-ass shoe. So I forget what the fucking shoe is called. But go look it up and go find it and go get it. But in the meantime, sit here and watch this Speed song with me. I like that Sydney shit. Oh, also Flat Spot. They seem like, well, I don't know what Last Ride is, but Flat Spot, I'm assuming Last Ride's like a Sydney-based record label, and then Flat Spot's for American distribution. But who else is on Flat Spot? Fucking, I think End It's on it. There's a lot of good bands on Flat Spot. I like that a lot, where these bands become, or these record labels become like noticeable for, if Flat Spot puts out a record, it's more than likely it'll be good. What's their current line? Is this the current lineup? Yeah, they got a bunch of good shit. Yeah, a bunch of good shit. Buggin', I remember listening to them. They're good. Zulu, Suburban Scum, Speed, obviously. Hands of God, I think I listened to. Yeah, there's a bunch of bands I got to check out here that I haven't really listened to now that I think about it. But I just remember because, like, End It, I believe. Yeah, End It's on here. Yeah, Flat Spot. I just remember every time I saw their logo, I'm like, I'm probably going to like this band. So, yeah, here we go again. There we go. Let's get that high quality video. I was looking at that. I was like, why are they so blurry? right out of the gate, first off, visually, very compelling, very fun. Feels like it's a fucking trailer for a movie they haven't written yet. Like, the vibe feels real good. But the big, like, that guitar riff in the intro ripped. Good, straightforward, hardcore. Makes you want to two-step very hard till your fucking ankles give out. But the big noticeable thing right out of the gate, it was always my one problem with Speed. Is the vocals were just, they were a little off. I know a lot of people don't really give a shit. They want the overall just vibe to be right. But I gotta be honest, vocals are a big part for me, and that was always my one little minor thing about Speed. Is the dude would always go? He would always have like a doo doo ooh. That's the best way I could describe it. Is just like a doo doo doo. I don't like. It would sound almost muffled, like rather than him just be like da 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 da. You'd be hearing like I don't know, like they were bound and gagging him or something. But also too, there's a lot of bands. Like if you go and listen to old I'm a huge Knock Loose fan, but if you go and listen to that first EP, the first EP. The one with the dog on the front. I always forget what that one's called because I never listened to it. I don't know. I never listened to that. Bad audio recording. Bad audio quality. I am a little bit of a production princess. I got to be honest. But, yeah. And then even there was Knock Loose before that one with the, what the fuck is it called? That's going to bug me. The fuck's it called? I should know this. I feel like a fucking dickhead for not knowing it. Pop Culture. That's right. Yeah, Pop Culture. I feel like there's some shit before Pop Culture. Maybe it was like what I heard was other bands that their lead singer was in or whatever. Other bands that Brian was in. But regardless, if you listen to any of those, I'm sure even Kubla Khan, I'm sure if I went back and listened to their old shit, the vocals would just not, and that happens. It's not like a knock on them. It happens. Sometimes when you're first figuring this out, because you're not doing like growls and like rah, 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 shit like that. Where at this point you can go on YouTube and you can figure out the shit with whatever it is, like fry chord, false chord, all this shit. This you're just kind of like you're yelling and you gotta like figure it out. Because sometimes I remember when I played guitar in a band in high school, and that would always be. Because we'd try to write like hardcore music, but I just had no power behind my yell, and I would always get teased for that shit. And it's it's a thing that comes. But yeah, it wasn't atrocious. It wasn't like I don't want this to come off like it was like his vocals were abysmal, but it was always that like minor critique I had where I was just like, I just wish he had a little bit more power in his vocals. And here, it's all there. So I got nothing to fucking bitch about anymore. I gotta be honest too, as a dude who I don't know if I was I was talking about this earlier. I'm thinking about the people who are gonna watch this later on YouTube. I'm doing a stream where I'm recording all of these on a stream, and I was saying earlier in the stream about like transitioning out of being a fat fuck with all this shit. And I think in the current, not to go on a whole fucking thing, but in the current day and age, there is this like normalization about like fitness is lame. Fitness is fucking dumb. Don't work out. So there's something I always appreciate when these hardcore bands are all visibly jacked. they're all big boys or they're all strong and shit. Cause just having that subtle promotion of like, yo, get jacked. You know what I mean? You go look at like Kubla Khan. They're all like, at least the lead singer's pretty jacked. I know the other guy, none of the dudes are like fat or anything, but like, the lead singer's pretty jacked. Pretty much everyone in Speed. Like if I found out Speed was like, oh yeah, we all compete CrossFit competitively, I'd be like, I could see it. So as a dude who's, lived his whole life as a fat fuck and is transitioning out of being a fat fuck, I gotta be honest, I appreciate seeing these bands sort of, you don't have to hammer people over the head with it, but like when your band's just noticeably jacked, you're like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I love my band's jacked. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There you go. Gang Called Speed. I love the positivity. I love the hugging. I love the hugging. Some of those were some tender hugs. Yeah, sometimes you need to just give your boys a tender fucking hug. No, but all jokes aside, I'm not trying to be a dick. No, I really mean that though. There is something about I like the presentation of this, by the way, of just like, it doesn't feel like, you know, if you just watch this video on mute, you could get kind of the message of like, oh yeah, yo, hug your boys. Tell them you love them. Fucking, you know, because, you know, you see at the end, yeah, in loving memory, Tamid, wait, the fucking thing's over it. Lad Street, Narula, 92 to Forever. Yeah, you know what I mean? Hug your boys. You don't know when they're going. You don't know when your boys are going, so give them a big old fucking hug. But I like the I like the overall energy to the video, the intensity. These guys are sick because I'm very excited. Oh yeah, the EP already came out. That's right. They gotta put out an album. That's the fun thing. These hardcore bands, they're like, we'll put out an album when we fucking get to it. They're just like, they're in no. It's funny, man, because sometimes you'll see a band with. I'm just double checking. I don't think they have an official album release yet. Yeah. I don't know. Gang Called Speed. No, wait, never mind. Gang Called Speed's only 6 songs. And it tops out at 13 minutes. Real Life Love. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, I can't read. It says debut LP. So they do have an album coming out. I'm dumb. Oh, it's coming out July 12th. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, this band's gonna be sick going forward, especially with how production is on for bands like this and shit like that. Because they'll be able to sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm bad at that. They'll be able to have the higher production and have the attention to detail to sort of properly showcase all the elements of their music and how, dude, just come at you. They have a little slight energy of Kubla Khan in the intensity, because that's another thing. Going back to Tsunami. Tsunami's great with the energy and shit, but from a production standpoint, it could get bumped up a little bit. It's obviously not a deal breaker. I listen to them fairly regularly and shit like that. But, you know, if you take a band like Tsunami and hit them with this level of production, it's going to make it that more fun and entertaining and shit like that. So, yeah, man, I love that. That was really good. I'm really excited for this LP to come out. Hell yeah.